Confused for a moment. Alright, so this stream is just going to be grinding, but also I'm going to take this opportunity to go over the trophy list. So I need to, let me get the trophy guide up. Right. And I will also link it down in the, I'll link it in the description of the VOD. So, if anyone, oh god, stop it! Distraction! Okay. Alright, yeah, I'll link it in the VOD. So it would be accessible to people who will watch this in the future. Okay, so we need to set up our materia first because we're gonna do this in bulk. So, oh god, my nose. Okay, fine. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh, wait a second, what? What? What is happening? Why is this? I am so confused. Wait a second. Give me a moment. So, why is it doing this? I'm trying to load up. Oh, there we go. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. So could I close this? Okay, we're gonna get rid of this. Get perfect. There we go. So this should be the entire list. Yep, here it is. Okay, perfect. So let's start. So we're gonna set up our materia first, because this is going to be not the only opportunity in the entire platinum playthrough, but the best opportunity now. So we're gonna swap things up. We're gonna use Cloud, Aerith, and Tifa. Unfortunately, you can't swap to Barret right now, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna put on Cloud's weapon with the most materia slots. So let's actually go through these and see which weapon will have the most materia slots. Just because we want materia to level up. As much materia as possible to level up. I don't think that will have any... I think let's check the Mithril Saber. How many slots? So this will be 5, I believe? 5, right? Yeah, because this will connect. No, this is an additional. And then one of these will connect, right? Oh no, it's 6! Oh, no wait, no, this is a defense, not a materia. Oh, damn it. What about the hard edge? So, also, another thing I should mention is that you don't need to grind now. You really don't need to do this during this time period. Simply because, in hard mode, a really cool thing about hard mode is that later on you will be able to like fast travel or fast jump between chapters. So the really nice thing about that is you can immediately jump to this section, and you'll then be able to just focus on farming here. But the reason why it's also good is that experience is doubled. It's either doubled or tripled. I think it's doubled. Doubled in hard mode. So it's better to farm during that time. So because right now, the way, honestly, I'm pretty sure I could beat the game the way my team and everyone currently is, I'm quite confident in saying that. However, if you really do want to farm and do want to grind a little bit, then this would be the perfect opportunity to do so. So, what I actually am thinking is, I might just do that instead, actually. That might be a better idea. Let's just play through the game, and I could actually have the first stream of hard mode just be a grind, like a farming session. Then again, just doing it now can help with later fights, because the bosses later on are quite difficult. There are quite a few difficult bosses. And I also do need to level up Aerith's ability for the last weapon we got for her. So this is actually quite tough. This is quite difficult. What do we want to do? Okay, we'll do this. We'll do it now. We'll just do it now. Just to honestly capitalize on the whole thing about explaining what the trophies are, because I haven't done that up to this point, and now would be a good opportunity to do that. So we'll just do it now. We want this. I'm looking at materia that we have either leveled up already, or we need to level up. So we're gonna do that. So we need to max out the levels of each green materia. So one of green, one of each green materia. So we'll have you. We will have we have a fire materia. We need to max out an ice materia. Aerith has an ice materia. Oh right. So let's move this because oh god damn it, because this isn't connected. What am I doing? Ugh, I'm forgetting controls. Okay. Move here. There we go. So Aerith will do more damage. Alright. So you need to max out one of each green materia for a Chadley mission and later on a trophy for the platinum. So we have a poison equipped. We have a barrier maxed out. Binding. So that's one. Excuse me, subversion and time. Cool. So now let's just physically move these around as well, because I'm actually going to be using Tifa, because Tifa is a bit faster to... Actually, no, I'll use Cloud, because Cloud is actually a lot faster to use for this. So we're actually just going to use Cloud, because he's a lot stronger. He's a lot stronger and a lot more reliable for this. So yeah, because we could just spam a lot of what's it called? We can immediately start the fight with triple slash and just steamroll that way. So we have the Skill Master materia. Steadfast. This one is pretty close, so we'll level up this one. And we'll move time and thing here, and also... So, I need to start working on a magic up, so we're going to put a magic up here for Aerith. Now, we're going to do... We have 2 HP and 2 MP, so we're going to do another HP and another MP on Tifa. Yeah, because we don't need anything else that isn't equipped. I'll work on a lightning materia later on, because some materia is going to level up a lot faster than others. Especially since we have the AP materia now, which is really nice. So yeah, some materia is just naturally gonna outspeed or outpace the rest. Especially given that a lot of our materia is already leveled up. Right, so... I do believe this is okay. Yeah, so let's just go. Let's get into it. Also, actually, I just realized I didn't equip the hard edge. Yeah, because the hardage is going to do a lot more damage. So that's the main reason why I decided to use it. It'll help farming a lot faster. Also, I need to remember to use Aerith's ability.
Can you take over?
Oh, I started off with Cloud, yes. Oh no, I forgot how to play the game. So don't worry about damage too much, like the amount of damage you actually take in this, because remember there's the healing station like right around the corner. So damage is not going to be that big a deal. However, be careful with enemies killing you or hurting you, or not hurting you, killing you, because you'll lose experience if the enemy, well, based on what I know from the original game, you can actually lose experience from the enemy killing your ally in combat. Okay. So, alright, so now let's just start. Let me actually check something. Sorry, I keep doing this, but I want to check, I want to keep an eye on the proficiency of... Oh, we needed to use ATB ward. Oh. Oh. I see. Right. So it was ATB ward that we actually need to use, and I think that's a double, right? Is that a double or a single? Yeah, it's a double. So we're gonna have to use Aerith, actually. Yikes. Well, not really yikes. We'll use Aerith then. That's kind of annoying because it's gonna be a bit slower to grind, but not really. It's not gonna be that bad. Okay, so we'll leave it at Aerith. Let's go heal. All right, so let me just start, because I realize I've been talking for a long time. So there are individual trophies for completing each chapter. So there's a chapter 1 completion all the way to chapter 18. So those are 18 trophies right there. By the way, let me say this now. There are how many trophies? There are, give me a moment. So this is 3, so that's 9, 12, 15, 7, wait, is that right? So it's 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Is that right? 32 trophies? Or 54. No, it might be 54. Yeah, I miscounted that, so it's 54 trophies. Let me actually check real quick. I could just check it here on my own trophy thing. Right, so that's so yeah, 54 trophies. Yeah, I forgot. So yeah, 54 trophies in the entire game. 18 of those are naturally going to be chapter trophies. So those you don't need to worry about getting. You'll naturally get them whilst playing the game. There are also some trophies that you will naturally unlock as you play the game as well. For example, there's a trophy where I will actually check it because they're divided up into sections, so I should be able to I should be able to oh my god, Aerith, I'm sorry. This is really, really bad. This is really awkward. And we're just going to... Okay, let me just actually play for now. I mean, I could talk, but I just need to actually remain focused. Oh god, Aerith, you okay? Please tell me I have a healer. I don't have a heal on you. Oh no, this is bad. Oh, I took off all healing materia. Oh no, I'm stupid. I'm dumb and I'm stupid. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Aerith's gonna die. Okay, she didn't die. Oh, never mind. Oh my god, this is really bad. Where am I reviving? Aerith has all my revive materia. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I'm dumb. Okay, there we go. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. This is bad. I haven't played Aerith in a while. So yeah. So, you have the natural 18 trophies that you will always get. Those are understood. You also have... So I'm going to the end of chapter 18, right. Warming up, which is, you know, a trophy that you will naturally unlock by playing the game. The condition to win the trophy is to win a fight, win a battle. This trophy as well, weakened resolve, is you're just going to exploit an enemy's weakness. So there's certain trophies that you'll naturally get as you play the game. So let me just go to the trophies that I do think you might miss or are a bit more difficult to gain. So oh god, sorry, I hit the mic. So disc jockey, you collect all the discs throughout the game, but you will also unlock music collector when you collect 3 discs in the game. Let me actually do this now, because it didn't dawn on me that, hey, maybe, just maybe, I didn't have elemental materia on me. And revive. So we're going to give Tifa a revive as well. We're going to give Aerith Prayer... What? Where's the other revive materia? Does Cloud have it? So why couldn't Cloud revive Aerith just now? I am so confused. Huh? Game? Okay, that's confusing. So what I'm talking about is that Cloud, I swapped to Cloud just now. I went to spells and it wasn't giving me the option to revive Aerith for some reason. That's very interesting. That's really confusing. Why? Okay, sure, whatever. It's fine. So yeah, music collector, you collect all the CDs, and music collector, you collect 3 CDs, and disc jockey, you collect all CDs. Currently, we're only missing 1 CD. It would have been all CDs if I did not make a incorrect move in assuming I could get a certain CD later on. That was my mistake, entirely my fault. But the cool thing is that you'll be able to get it really easily in hard mode because you could just jump straight to chapter 9, which is really nice. So there's nothing really that bad about, well, not bad, but difficult about this trophy. So then there is gotta start somewhere, which is complete a quest. That's another one. Max out a weapons proficiency. That's self-explanatory. Level up a materia. Self-explanatory. Summon. Self-explanatory. Biker boy. So I explained this in the one of the older streams. All you have to do is keep your health roughly about 80%. You could try to like take an extra hit, but try to eyeball 80% and try your best to keep above that 80% threshold. The guide here says 75% now that I think of it. Yeah, this says 75%. So you can either do 80% or 75%. I do recommend 80%, just, you know, because better safe than sorry. You really don't want to have to like constantly restart it, or like think you did really well and play through the entire quest and then realize, oh god, I didn't actually complete it. That will suck if you have to go through all of that. So yeah, just be cautious when it comes to that, I guess you could say. Arcane Ward. What is this? Oh my god. Oh, I was hit by lightning. Okay. I was wondering, like, what the hell just happened? Boom. There we go. Right. So, excuse me. All right. Biker Boy, that's done. Heavily darts player. So yeah. The record to beat is Wedge, which is 8 darts. So you have to beat it in 7 darts or less. I recommended before, try your best to get 650s, and then the final one would be a single. You could do the math to calculate an easier way to do it. If you can, I highly recommend it. But, excuse me, it's 7 darts. That's the most important part. If you get 7 darts, you're good. It's fine. Cleanup crew obtained the Chocobo and Mogul materia. This was explained / shown before. You get it in a certain quest. Back in chapter 7, I believe, or chapter 6, one of those two. Chapter 6, here it is, yeah. So it's the materia with the fans. Earlier on in stream, one of the earlier streams, you'll see so there's this one. In Lockstep, that's in chapter 7, where you use Tifa's instructions to pull the locks open. That's it. That's pretty self-explanatory too. Let's see. Let's keep going. This would be a lot easier if I could just use Cloud or Tifa. But we should be really close to getting Arcane Ward maxed out. Yeah, I'm playing Aerith pretty garbage-like because I'm not really focusing. I really need to focus. Can I set up another one? Yeah, we'll set up another one.
Don't give up now, you guys.
Oh my god!
This might be it.
God damn
What
it.
do you think of this trick?
Oh god. No! Aerith, I'm sorry. Nope, what am I doing? There we go. Resurrect her before I kill these guys, so she can get the EXP. Come on. There we go. That was horrible. Never again. Let me actually do the trophies first, because they're not that many, and I'm really close to getting them. It'll make life a lot easier for me. So I could actually then focus on farming. So, Crate Annihilator. Okay, so that's the mini game that you play back in chapter 8. Chapter 8. I do believe you could play it later on, but I might be wrong. You'll have it available to you in chapter 8. No, wait, no. You could play it in chapter 14, I believe it is, when you go back with Aerith and Tifa to... no, you go back to Aerith's home with Barrett and Tifa. Where the little kids are, it's that little mini game where you control Cloud to destroy all the boxes. Say it with flowers. Okay, this is the quest with Aerith where you pick flowers. Summon Slayer, defeat a summon in battle, that's the simulations. Sultan of Squat, that's the mini game that you play with Jules. The first mini game you play with Jules in chapter 9. Dancing Queen. This is the trophy where you have to impress Andrea with the dancing minigame. I already showed this before on stream. It is... So here, they recommend 23 greats and 5 goods. I believe my stats were 25 greats, 3 goods, and 1 bad. So the game is a bit lenient with it, but just try your best to get at least 23. I also recommended saving before it, so you don't have to do it multiple times, you know, but you also have the little mini game before it that you have to play for a CD as well. So it will give you the opportunity to get a little feel for how the mini game goes, then you could actually play the mini game itself. Also, let's keep going. So, returning champion, emerge victorious from a Coliseum sparring session. So, you know, this trophy you will naturally be able to get through doing another Coliseum fight. I do once again recommend doing all the Coliseum fights. You'll be able to do a few in Chapter 9 with Aerith and Cloud as soon as you can. And then later on with Tifa, Barret, and Cloud. Because Cloud will... not Cloud. Tifa and Barret will not be available for the quests early on. To Chapter 9. But in Chapter 14, Aerith is not going to be available. But Barret and Tifa are. So you want to try your best to... make sure you're able to get Aerith's quests when you can, and Barret and Tifa's quests as well as you can. The fights. Snappy Dresser gets 3 of the 9 dresses, and then dressed to the 9s. I've already given a general breakdown of this previously. In new game, in hard mode, because you could get 3 dresses in one playthrough. And then you'll have to play a certain portion of the game twice more in order to get all 9 dresses. I've already explained this before. After you complete all the side quests in Chapter 3, Tifa will give you an option to speak to her alone. And I recommend before you go into her room, you save, and then you do a little dialogue with her, and then you have to choose one of 3 choices. One will be mature, one will be sporty, one will be exotic. Each one of these choices will give you a new dress or a different dress. And also, this will be the first portion of the game you have to replay multiple times. The second sets of dresses will be determined when you get to Aerith and Chapter 9. So, no, not Chapter 9, in Chapter 8. Yeah, Chapter 8, because Chapter 8 is where the other side quests are. So, oh, thank God. Okay, so I don't need to...
Thought I had you covered.
I got the ability, which is good. So we're going to just bring Aerith back, and then we're going to focus on Cloud. Right. So now I can actually play. So, the dresses for Aerith you gain based on the amount of side quests you complete in Chapter 8. So, in Chapter 8, if you do 0 to 2 side quests, you get the worst dress for Aerith. The middle dress is 3 to 5, and then if you do all 6 side quests, which I showed in stream, you get the best dress for her. That's good. That's easy to understand. So, you start off with Chapter 3, and then you continue it to Chapter 8 until Chapter 9. Chapter 9 is the final section of the game you need to play 3 times in order to get all 9 dresses. The final 3 dresses are for Cloud. I showed already that there's a pattern of events that you have to complete in order to, that I called Side Quest 1 and Side Quest 2 in Chapter 9, that affect which dresses you get for Cloud. So in Chapter 9, you do 0 side quests in Chapter 9, which means as soon as you leave Madame M's place to let her work on Aerith, you return to it immediately. You just walk right back to the place. You complete 0 side quests that way. You will get the black and white dress. The second dress you get from completing Side Quest 2, which is Burning Thighs, The Price of Thievery, and Shear's Counterattack. And then dress 3, which is the black and blue dress, you get from Burning Thighs, The Party Never Stops, and the Dynamite Body. We will do all of the side. I do believe it's side 1 quests. I did the options for side 2. So, you start off by saving right before the dialogue with Tifa in Chapter 3, and then you go all the way to the end of Chapter 9, and you'll be able to unlock 3 dresses at a time per playthrough. The reason why I say complete Chapter 9 is because I don't think it'll work if you try to leave in the middle of Chapter 9, like it's not going to register or save. So just to be safe, complete Chapter 9, it will definitely be saved, and then you'll be able to jump to another chapter if you want to. Okay. Whew! Okay, so, Waka Box. Okay, so this is the hard mode of the, minigame in Chapter 14. Yeah, so you could actually do it in Chapter 14, and, you could do the other one in Chapter 14 as well. Peerless of Pull-Ups. Purest of Pull-Ups. Okay, so this is the second set of side quests. You do it in Chapter 14, in Wall Market in Chapter 14. This is the second Jewel side quest. Divine Gratitude. Right. So I actually showed this in stream as well with the angel. You complete all the side quests in the game, or all the side quests available to you at that point in the game. And I showed the area where you need to do it. It's on the path to the right, heading towards the Don's castle. So when you're going straight to the Don's castle, there's a path on the right hand side. You go straight down that path to progress the story into chapter 14. No, at the end of chapter 14 into chapter 15. Right. So let me just swap these back up for Aerith. There we go. We got to put a revive on Aerith, actually. On Cloud, sorry. So we're going to put this one. Cool. So now I could actually just steamroll with Cloud. I'll swap back to the Buster Sword. Because why not? I like seeing Cloud with the Buster Sword. Right. So this is the mission you get after completing all the side quests in the entire game. It'll allow you to receive a quote-unquote letter or card from the Angel of the Slums. And it's technically the easiest to miss in the game because the letter is in a very tiny, like, obscure part of the map. But it will be visible. It's there on stream, so I'm going to assume it might not be safe to do so, but I'm going to assume that up to this point you've been watching all the streams and you've seen all the things that I've done, all the patterns, because it's just easier to see things like that than to try and describe it. So yeah. So completing all the side quests in the game will then allow you to unlock the elemental materia and this trophy, the second elemental materia, which is really good. The Johnny experience. Okay, I will. I still need to complete this because there's another side quest for Johnny that's available. I have not done this yet, and I will do because I will actually do that in hard mode when we go back to Wall Market. It's another series, so it's a part of side quest 1 basically, but the goal of this is to complete all the Johnny interactions in the game. So there are 4 points in the game where you can interact with Johnny, and you need to interact with him and help him out, or basically just go along with it. The first time is in chapter 3, where you actually save him in the main story. The second time is in chapter 9, where you see him just running. He'll just spawn in front of you running. Just run behind him. Don't worry, you can't miss him. You'll find him. And if you do somehow manage to miss him, he'll be on the map. He'll be visible on the map. He's going to be the little purple bullseye, I guess you could call it. The third time and the fourth time, the third time is a part of side quests, and the fourth time is a part of side quests 2. So the third time is a part of side quest 1, which I will show how to do later on, and then the fourth time is in chapter 14, where you do the side quest where you get him his wallet back and blah blah blah. You complete all of those, and then you will be able to get all of the Johnny experiences or all of the Johnny interactions, and you'll get the Johnny trophy. Best in the business. This is just you completing all side quests in the game. All of them. Every single side quest in the game. Now here's the thing. I know I just realized that I said that you needed to complete all the side quests for the Angel of the Slums. You have to do all the side quests that are available to you, because if you do side quest 1 in chapter 9, side quest 2 is not going to be available to you. So you don't need to do side quest 1 and side quest 2, you just need to do one side. So it's the quests that are available to you. Best in the business awards you for completing all the side quests in the physical game. Not in the, what am I saying, physical? Like, available in the game. So side quest 1 and side quest 2 are a part of this equation. So let's keep going. Oh, there's a lot of side quests. Oh my god. So there's Disc Junkie, which is Disc Jockey, not Junkie, it's Disc Jockey. So I've shown the locations of all CDs. So if you've been watching all the streams up to this point, you should have all CDs except one, which we'll get right away into hard mode. Building character, just make a character reach level 50. That will happen as you progress through the game, don't worry. Staggering feat. So this is the weird mission that I did with Tifa and Cloud and Barret with the Chocobo, the fat Chocobo. So Tifa's ability, her triangle ability, when you use it, it increases the amount of stagger damage percentage you inflict on an enemy. I just realized I should be playing the game. So Tifa is going to, so the way, I already showed how you could do it pretty early on in the game. Once again, I don't recommend doing it that early in the game. I just did it early in the game to show what it is like. But that would, so you actually will have an opportunity to do it one more time in the Shinra building. You come across Chadley in the Shinra building naturally in the story. So you'll be able to do it then. Just fight the fat Chocobo when you have Tifa's Purple Pain. Because Purple Pain, I do believe, increases the amount of stagger percentage, not damage, stagger percentage you inflict and increase to the enemy when you use your triangle moves. So it becomes a lot easier. So you want to use refocus materia on Tifa, save up for a limit break, apply the refocus, double buff to make her get the rise and fall ability, the triangle ability, and then wait for fat Chocobo to get staggered, and then you just start cycling through. Triangle, rebuff, triangle, rebuff. You know, just, well, I said rebuff 3 times. Triangle, rebuff, triangle, rebuff. You will have enough time to hit 300 percentage, which is the minimum. You'll definitely hit more with the Purple Pain. I did it earlier without the Purple Pain, and I was still able to get it. I think I had got like 305 within that time. So that's a pretty easy trophy to get. Intelligence Agent, complete all the Chadley reports. Well, we're working on that still, but just complete all of them. You can talk to Chadley to see a full list of them. The last one you will receive is the level, the number 21, which is to fight Bahamut. You unlock that by completing 1 to 19. So that's why we're not going to fight Bahamut for now. Weapons Expert. So once you find all the weapons in the game, which is for Cloud 6 weapons, for Tifa 6, for Barret 6, and for Aerith 6. So there are 24 weapons in the entire game. We are currently missing 1, which we will get later on towards the end of this quest. You just unlock all of the abilities available to all weapons. So yeah, don't worry, we are gonna be able to complete it in this playthrough in normal mode. Okay, Master of Mimicry. Now this is where the enemy skill materia is tricky. Wait, give me a second. Oh god, my nose is all stuffy. My nose is all stuffy. Okay. So this is where the enemy skill materia comes into play. So there are 4 enemy skills you're going to need. Currently, I think we have 3 of them. I could be wrong. Let's actually check that. I could be wrong. There's a very high chance that I'm actually wrong. But we're going to check it right now. Wait, what? First strike, there we go. I was wondering why I was starting off with a less amount of materia. Give me a moment. We're using magnify materia because it'll become very handy later on. Steadfast. Steadfast is really close to leveling up, so I want to check enemy skill materia. Oh god, my nose. There we go. Right. So I've explained before, there are 4 moves in the game that you could gain by getting hit by enemies at different points. Now you receive the enemy skill materia pretty quickly, I would say, from Chadley. So don't worry about not getting it early enough or missing the opportunity to. There's only one enemy skill that you could only get 1 from one enemy in the game. And even then, you can fight the enemy multiple times. However, that is in hard mode. You don't unlock the ability to fight this enemy until you get to hard mode, which sucks, but hey, you know, it's fine. You're going for the platinum, so either way, you might as well play the game on hard mode. So the first move you learn is Phantom, and I did not check how many enemy skills I have. Learn from my mistakes, be better than I am. My brain does not simply work well. Okay, so there are 4 abilities. The first ability is Spirit Siphon. You can get this from Ghosts or Phantoms in Chapter 14, Chapter 16, and 17, the VR simulators. So, that was where we had the little simulating room, and that little ghost hit Tifa. Tifa was actually the character that had the enemy skill materia. So I have 3. Currently I have 3. So we're only missing 1, which is really good. It's really good. That means I only have to fight the 1 enemy to get the final one, which is very nice. Very convenient for me. Wait, one more. Where's the other one? Ah, there he is. Oh wait, that was pretty easy. Yeah. So, the first one is Spirit Siphon. You get that from Ghosts. Second one is Self-Destruct. Self-Destruct is very tricky because Self-Destruct does a lot of damage. So you can get Self-Destruct from bomb enemies, which is the big fireballs. You can get them from the big magnet-looking guys with the wrecking ball on their arm. Not the wrecking ball on their arm. That's the boss version. Basically, the guys with the big U for a head that looks like a magnet. I call it a magnet. It can be something else. You fight a few of these in the Coliseum, I believe. No, in the area between Wall Market and Aerith's town. So the that pathway that looks like it's collapsed with the claws, where you get the where you use the metal arms to navigate Aerith up and down throughout the area. I do believe that's Chapter 8. So yeah, they don't spawn in Chapter 8, but they'll spawn later on, so you could always go back to them and farm them. So Self-Destruct is accessible through bombs and those enemies. Those are the easiest ways to get them. You can also get Self-Destruct. Oh, the enemies are called Smoggers. There we go. You can also get Self-Destruct from the weird plant-looking guys. What are their names? Oh god, I can't pronounce this. The Tri guys and the Var guys. So we're gonna call them that. We're gonna call them the Tripas and the Varg guys. Right. So the little enemies that could fly and you'll know them. Trust me. Especially if you're scanning everything in the game, you'll see the names. But yeah, getting hit by Self-Destruct, just be careful because it does a lot of damage. Then the other move is the aura move that you can get from the Cerulean Drake, which is the blue ones. The blue ones. So when you see a blue Drake, you can attack them. I'm sorry, let them attack you. If you're lucky and it hits you, you should get the move. It'll pop up as Icy Aura because every now and again it'll use. Each of these has a different name actually. Now that I think of it. Yeah, so when you see its attack going to be Icy Aura, that means it's going to use the move that you want it to hit you with. The final move, oh my god, this move is horrible, I hate it. It's such a good move, but it's a pain to get. Bad Breath. So in hard mode, you'll unlock certain simulation fights. Bad Breath comes from one of those simulation fight bosses. The Marlboro, which is a poisonous tree, plant, swamp monster, demon creature. It's honestly one of the most recognizable creatures in the Final Fantasy franchise. They do that quite a bit. They put a lot of non-bosses as bosses in this game, which I found very interesting. For example, the house in Chapter 9 isn't actually a boss in the original game. It's actually like a regular enemy you come across in the early stages of Disc 1. So, you know, it's a hard enemy to fight, but you just randomly fight it. But yeah, so Bad Breath is horrible because Bad Breath inflicts like 4 status elements on you at once. Poison, sleep, and like 2 other ones I can't remember. It's bad because it paralyzes you. You can't move. But if you get hit by it, you get the enemy skill. So what you could do, what I recommend, is put it on someone like Aerith or Barret. Get close to them. Get close to it because it's one you're going to be fighting. Get close to it when it's about to use the move. And just, not close, but like close enough that you see the move coming towards you. It's like a breath that'll have like a AoE effect, like a range. Just get touched by it, try to stay as far away from it as possible, and then swap back to someone, let's say Cloud or Tifa, and just do a damage that way. So it'll lose aggro off of Cloud, it'll lose aggro off of Aerith and Barret, so whatever effects are affecting them will wear off and you'll still be fighting. It's a difficult fight, don't worry, I will definitely do this fight to show you how you can do it. It's tough, it can be a bit tough. Ultimate Weapon is another simulation you unlock on hard mode. It's probably the hardest fight in the game. Honestly, I do think it is the hardest, like design-wise, it is the hardest fight in the game. And that's simply because the fight is, you're fighting all 4 summons back to back to back to back to back. So you're fighting, you're going to be fighting Shiva, Fat Chocobo, then Leviathan, then Bahamut, and then finally a mech. The mech is the easiest part of the fight. And then you just beat that fight and you get the other hard mode trophy. I will be doing this fight as well, no worries. Hardened Veteran, just do all the missions on hard mode, do all the chapters on hard mode. Don't worry, I will be doing a hard mode playthrough as well, and those are all the trophies. Wow, okay. Alright, so nice. So that's the entire trophy rundown. Now, I can actually focus on playing the game and actually farm a lot faster. Nearly an hour has passed and I have not even farmed that much. So yeah, so the Platinum trophy in this game is not that difficult to get. It's just like hard mode being a thing is a bit difficult, but even then I was able to beat it on my first attempt. You just need to be careful, honestly. But I will show a full playthrough of that. What am I doing? Oh, he died. That's why. So, hard mode, it's not too much to worry about also because, and I do recommend this, you could play hard mode chapters in any order you want. So there's a certain item that I recommend you get as soon as you start hard mode because it will help drastically reduce the difficulty of hard mode itself. So it's like the first mission I recommend you do when you get to the hard difficulty. It's one of the simulations. It gives you an item that starts off the fight with a limit break and passively builds limit break as you play the game, as you are in combat. Yeah, it's a wee bit broken, like a tiny bit. This is smidge it, like a little bit broken, a little bit busted. But yeah, having that item through hard mode will make your life so much easier. That's why I do recommend it. So yeah, I'll help you with a build, I guess you could say, build and strats for hard mode itself. Let me actually show how they respawn here. So yeah, you just stand here and they just respawn eventually. So yeah, a part of me is really looking forward to hard mode, but then at the same time I'm a bit worried because I hope I'm prepared. This playthrough of the game has made me realize how little I don't actually know. I'm sorry, how little I actually do know about the game. Because there were so many things that I thought wouldn't happen, or things that I thought that I knew, and I was immediately proven wrong, like through most of the fights. But it was a very good thing for viewers because it's something that I myself am learning and you will be able to see for yourself and you'll be able to see, oh, this thing can happen. So both of us are learning, which is very, very nice. I think that does make up for me not knowing or remembering certain things in the game as well. My favorite thing still is finding the extra key cards in in Chapter 7, I believe, or Chapter 6. I think it's Chapter 6. I keep saying Chapter 7, but I think it's Chapter 6, yeah. I love the 2 extra key cards that we found before we fought the mech boss. I found it hilarious. I still find it hilarious that I played the game twice and I never found the extra key cards before. But yeah, things like that. It's good for the viewer and for me because now I have more information, and also I'm happy that you were able to see it on stream. So I am happy to play the game again. I'm just nervous that that will continue to happen, because it is somewhat embarrassing knowing that you're supposed to be providing like a play guide of a game, but then there are things that you don't really know about the game. So it's like how reliable a source or a guide is your like methods. Oh my god, I can't speak. I'm sorry. How reliable or how consistent or how safe are your methods, your recommendations? Like, how well can you play the game based off of my recommendations if I keep getting a lot of things wrong or I keep getting a lot of information incorrect, you know? It does worry me, and it does concern me, and it does affect me, but at the same time, I think I've been doing a pretty good job of the playthrough overall, like as a general baseline understanding of how the game works. Because a lot of the things that I also realized I didn't know, or I didn't realize, or I learned through this playthrough were could also be viewed as very minor details or minor, let's say, oh my god, whoa. You just dodged around me. God damn it. They use thunder, so you could equip the thunder materia, the lightning materia, sorry, with elemental materia to your armor to just negate all of that damage, which is honestly a lot more reliable. But we don't have any elemental materia that negates damages yet. We're working on them. But yeah, I think I've been doing a pretty good job. Hard mode will be a lot better because thanks to what I've learned in this version of this playthrough, I can take a lot of my new learned knowledge or newfound knowledge into hard mode, which will, honestly, could help a lot. But one thing I do love is that hard mode is a completely different game. Well, for me at least, it feels like a completely different game. A completely, a completely different experience. And I like that a lot. That it's not just, it's not just the same game on a cranked up difficulty. No, like there are actual genuine changes to the game with hard mode. There are not that many now that I think of it. Like it's like a few changes, but the changes are actually really cool and I actually enjoy it. Because some games, when they say hard mode, oh, they just increase the general difficulty of the game. They don't actually like put new features or new things in the game itself. But yeah, the game feels very different. That's why I don't feel burnt out. And I don't feel worried about being burnt out through hard mode, because it becomes a completely different, a new experience. Well, for me, it's not going to be new. But it doesn't feel that stale or that repetitive. Another thing that I will say about hard mode is that I have not been using items that often throughout the playthrough. Another reason why I've been subconsciously not using items throughout the playthrough is because in hard mode you're not allowed to use items. That is probably the most... No, it's not the most difficult thing about hard mode. The most difficult thing about hard mode is the MP thing, but I'll explain that in a moment. But yeah, in hard mode, weapons are a no-no. Weapons are a no-no. You can purchase them, you can sell them, but you can't use them. Which, oh, somebody's elemental materia leveled up. Nice. So here, you prevent your character or characters from taking all damage from a certain element. And I am really happy about that. So the reason why I'm doing this is because, actually no, let's do this. And we're gonna put this on Cloud. So when Cloud gets hit by thunder, he won't be staggered or affected. And also it helps leveling up the other thunder materia. You need 2 thunder materia because of a certain boss in hard mode in particular. But yeah, so you can't use items. So it is kind of good to get into the habit of not using items now. If you need to use items, feel free to do so, but get into the habit of not using them. But also, items get severely power crept out of the game after a certain point. I would say like after like chapter 12, maybe earlier if you're really good at the game. Items are something that you're very rarely going to use. I stop using items after I get the Phoenix Downs materia. And also when I get like level 2 healing materia. So yeah, it gets really power crept really easy, really early on. So that's why don't worry too much about, oh my god, I can't use items, this is going to be horrible. As you saw, I got hit by that thunder, but it didn't affect me because of the level 2 elemental materia. So having a level 2 elemental materia will really help with the Shiva fight. Because Shiva's ice will no longer do that much damage to you. So yeah, once again, like I said, I was recommending to do it later on. I can't stress it because the summon fights are difficult if you try to do them early on. As shown on this playthrough, the first and only boss fight death I've experienced is because of Shiva, and is because I went in unprepared. I went in severely unprepared. Normally I would have done the boss fights at Shadley's last appearance in the main game, which is back in the previous chapter, which is chapter 16, where you get to the simulator and Chadley's right there. You could do Leviathan, Chocobo, and Shiva then, and you know, because also another thing is that you don't use summons that often in the game. Summons are interesting mechanically in this game, but they're not that good because they operate like AI, and the AI in this game, unfortunately, they're not always the best. Sometimes they'll just stand there, sometimes they'll just do random attacks and just stand around. Sometimes they run into enemy attacks for some reason. They don't always block. So yeah, a summon is basically a big version of that, but it's only temporary. Unless you give commands. You could also give commands to summons which consume meter. And some of the attacks are actually really strong or really good, but you're never really going to use summons. Excuse me. And also the damage that you would use or gain from summons. I mean, it's nice and all, but you know, you don't really need to use them. They're really good passive abilities, like the summon materia. I showed this once. I should show it again actually. Summon materia in the game, when equipped to characters, actually provides passive buffs or passive increases. So let me actually show it with Cloud. So this example here, we have Chocobo, Shiva. So the Chocobo is increasing Cloud's his luck. Infrared increases his attack and defense. Shiva increases, what does Shiva increase? I think Shiva increases his magic attack, yeah. And then Fat Chocobo increases attack and strength. So yeah, equipping them still provides really nice passive buffs and boosts. So that's another reason why you might want to farm them, simply because they provide it. Bahamut is also really good, but like I said, you're not going to acquire Bahamut till like later on. Because you do need to grind and farm out... Wait, what am I doing here? I need to go back up. You do need to grind and farm out the blue materials. Speaking of the blue materials, let me check something real quick. There was another materia that had maxed out, I think. Or had gained a level. Am I wrong? Alright, Subversion, right. That has been on for a while. So we're going to equip, so we have 3 HPs in rotation. We have 3 MPs in rotation. First strike, ATB assist. I am thinking Steadfast. Well, yeah, we'll work on Steadfast. Steadfast is really good to give to your inactive party members, because, you know, it increases their defense whilst blocking and provides meter whilst blocking and taking damage. So, you know, it's just good defensive material. Especially with Cloud, because Cloud blocks a lot with the Buster Sword in particular. Because the Buster Sword is more defensive than offensive. So yeah, Cloud with the Buster Sword defensively is really solid. And then you can equip them with Steadfast Materia, which adds more defense, more meter gain, you know, all that good stuff. What was I talking about? Oh wait, I just realized I was talking about something before. Right, you need to grind all the blue materia before you get Bahamut, but when you get Bahamut, that's more passive buffs or passive increases to your main stats, right? What was I gonna say? There was something else. There was something else. Oh, when playing hard mode, I do recommend coming back to this area and farming some more materia, because this is a little bit more convenient to do in hard mode. It's just something that I do that saves time and also doesn't make me confuse my builds and my characters. So let's say for Cloud, I will build Cloud a certain way, because one thing I will complain about is this game doesn't have loadouts, so you always have to rearrange and change your characters based on who's in the team. Oh wait, time and binding are already up a level, which is nice. They have 2 more levels each. 1 more level each, I'm sorry. Yeah, so leveling up different materia. So let's say 2 lightning materia maxed out. I will just equip one to one character I know who will use materia, and then another for another materia, because the thing is that each character in hard mode, they're going to require you to use very specific materia for very specific boss fights. So if I'm going up against a mech, I will have 3 lightning materia available to me. One for Cloud, one for Aerith, one for Tifa, or one for me, one for Tifa, and one for Barret. Certain boss fights just require your team to have multiple materia. So that's why I am working on 3 revive materia and 3 heal materia, because those materia are going to be absolutely necessary. Now you could do 4 as well, because, you know, having 4 healing materia or 4 revive materia just means that you could just leave them on Aerith when you're not playing with her, or maybe leave them on Tifa or Barret when you're not playing with them, or even Cloud when you're not playing with Cloud, because it does randomly happen. So do consider when you come back to hard mode here, since it's the first part of chapter 17, you could just farm with double experience and that type of stuff, and make life a lot easier for yourself. What I will do is actually farm again later on in the same area, because oh, Aerith level, that's very nice. The reason why is because there are going to be some materia I will need to level up, and I don't want to spend too much time grinding here. I could potentially level up all my materia here, but it's going to take twice as long to do that here as opposed to doing it in hard mode, which materia experience is doubled, if that makes sense. So the main reason why I'm doing this now is because I wanted to just do the trophy guide, but the trophy guide actually took like very little time, given that a lot of the trophies are naturally going to be unlocked as you play the game. And also the other trophies, the platinum for this game is not that difficult, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. We're gonna triple slash, boom boom boom. Triple slash again. Yeah, triple slashing with Cloud. Now, you don't need to be like me. You could actually play with Hard Edge and just steamroll this area a lot faster, because Hard Edge will do a lot more damage. But I really just want to play with the Buster Sword. Oh, goddamn. However, farming here, one thing I will recommend is prioritize the materia so you don't spend like the entire game farming here. Prioritize certain materia you want to level up. For example, You don't need to max out the levels on elemental materia. You could just focus on getting each to level 2. Because level 2 is actually really good. Magnify materia, I would try to max it out now. Because Barrier Magnify is your best friend in the next 2 chapters in hard mode. Barrier Magnified is so good. And also materia like Revive, I would try to max out all the Revive materia now. Because the final boss fight is difficult. And also 2 of each of these. 2 of each of these. In hard mode, I do recommend having... wait, not 2. What am I saying? In hard mode, I do recommend... I can't count. I can't add. I mean 6. So I have 6 here for a reason. It's because we're going to do 2, 2, 2 on each character. Because these do stack. So that's why I'm trying to level up 3 at a time. So this is going to be the longest to level up. But you don't need to max these out. You can max them out up to like level 3. And then continue playing the game. Or you could even max like 1 to level 3 and then 1 to level 2. And then you have a maxed out one. So just to have more health and more MP later on. You know, it just makes life a lot easier for you. Another materia I do recommend leveling up now, maxing out now, is Prayer. Because Prayer becomes very, very good, especially with Tifa. And it's pretty quick to level up. Level up Chakra if you haven't. Level up Poison because the boss on this level will be easier to deal with Poison. So yeah, even though you have even though you have a better chance or a better opportunity to grind materia later on, in hard mode, I do recommend grinding for some materia now. Because some materia are going to be really, really useful, really, really important for later on in the game. Like I said, there's still a lot of game left, and there's still a lot of boss fights left to do, so. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I just needed to get some water into my system. Alright. Oh god, I needed that actually. Wow. So yeah, let me talk a little bit more about hard mode. That was actually what I was talking about here. So there are 2 things that actually are a big part of hard mode. I said that you can't use items, but any MP you use throughout the chapter, any MP at all. So here on the bench, you recover MP and HP. In hard mode, benches do not recover a MP, and you can't use items to recover MP, which means there are only 2 ways to recover MP as you play through the game. Completing a chapter, because at the beginning of a new chapter, you will regain MP. You automatically regain MP, which is very good. And also, through the little crates, the little boxes. So even though you can't use items, you want to still break those boxes because of the Mako shards. Those Mako shards are your only real in-game method of regaining MP. Now, MP is something that naturally regains during combat. And you can use characters' abilities, like Aerith's Soul Drain regains MP for her. And there are also passive abilities from weapons that you can use to regain MP. Let me actually show that now. Now that I think of it, I think the Mithril Saber has one. There are certain abilities in weapon cores. For example, where is it? There it is. MP regeneration, 50% boost. So that'll increase the amount of MP you regain during combat. It's pretty slow. It's not that much, but it does come in handy. So keep an eye out for abilities like that, because those abilities are going to become your best friend. That's why I mentioned before that you could play... I play Cloud as a physical damage dealer in hard mode, but he still can cast magic, but Cloud is my backup caster. He's my... Oh no, something's wrong with Aerith or Barret, because Barret is really strong and bulky and tanky. So And he's a ranged character, so he's a lot safer when it comes to casting spells and casting magic. And Tifa and Cloud, mainly Tifa, because Tifa becomes dumb later on. Tifa and Cloud are my main damage dealers. So, yeah, those little details, those little things, those little passive abilities, which allow you to regain MP, or even I think there is one that reduces MP costs as well when you're using certain spells. Also, Aerith, who has a ability that allows you to cast spells twice, and the second time it's for reduced MP. Those little details, or those little benefits that you gain, will make a huge difference when you're playing the game. I just realized I had an open slot. Oh no. Yes, so what do we want to level up? We want to level up we should do double. I always try to do double magic up because double magic up most of the time is enough damage to do with Aerith. Because Aerith, of course, Aerith and Barret are the main two characters I use this with. So I'm thinking about that. Or I can use, I could level up the, not Steadfast, another Skill Master. Thinking about it. The reason why is because, Skillmaster is another way to gain meter, and meter is the life and soul of this game. If you don't have meter, then you can't do anything in the game. So we're gonna actually level up the other Skillmasters. Tifa's a Skillmaster. So we're gonna go with 3 Skillmasters. And the other thing you could also level up is, where is it? You can also level up, here it is, the ATB assist materia, because, like I said, Tifa, you could do really well with this in Tifa, when you double buff Tifa, so it's another option. It's another option, and it'll gain more meter, but it's less consistent than this, because this is for any commands you give in your team, or give to your other characters. Whichever you prefer to focus on is entirely up to you. Or you could also, or you could also focus on magic up, because that does help a lot. That does help our, certain builds of Aerith to become absolute monsters, and it just makes Barret even more powerful. Or even Cloud if you want to do the magic build with Cloud with the Mithril Saber. A lot of people really do like Cloud's Mithril Saber build, because the Mithril Saber is one of the, like, I do believe the Mithril Saber can potentially do more damage than the Hard Edge, which is Cloud's strongest physical move weapon. And that's because you can buff magic abilities, you can increase the amount of damage magic abilities do with other materia and that type of stuff, but there is no real way to do that with physical attacks, other than the weapon abilities you gain from the cores. So Cloud as a MP user is technically stronger. The issue with this is that Cloud now becomes reliant on MP, which is very valuable in hard mode, and also naturally you can get more attacks off with physical damage, which will kinda, to me at least, level out or equate to the amount of damage you would do with spells. Especially considering meter being a thing, because you will need meter to cast spells. So all of these things, yeah, Cloud does a dumb amount of damage as a caster with the Mithril Saber, but then you miss out on damage like this, and you miss out on potentially a more safe build for MP, because then you can use MP for other things. in hard mode. And meter is something that you naturally get through the game. There are ways to get more meter throughout the game. For example, ATB boost, which is a materia that I actually don't use anymore. The ATB assist and the skill master materias that provide more meter. You know, so there are a lot of weird things you could do for Cloud. You could also try to do a hybrid, because there are weapons in Cloud's like arsenal that will allow you to do both. The Buster Sword is actually really good, like a really good hybrid weapon. Like statistically, it's not bad, but it's not like the strongest weapon in certain areas. No, it's physically right down the middle. It's really good defensively, it's really good offensively. It's pretty strong. I don't think I will be able to use the Buster Sword in hard mode. Like, I like, as much as I would love to try, and I will actually give it a try, there's certain bosses that force you to use your best weapon. I don't think I'll be able to, oh, magnify materials now. I don't think I'll be able to play hard mode with the Buster Sword, simply because I need more damage. I'm gonna need a lot more damage. Okay, so I do believe Magnify, where is it? There it is. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of that. And also a skill master had leveled up. Where is it? Aha, there it is. Okay, cool. So do we want to level up another? Actually, we should level up where is it? Even though I said that you shouldn't, like, you don't need to use it, I do recommend leveling it up still, because it can be a pretty good ability. Actually, you know what? We're gonna put a let's put a magic up on Tifa just to get some levels. You should do luck as well, because the nice thing about luck, like I said, luck increases your stats. Not your stats, your chances of crits. Yeah, increases your crit rate. Which will then allow you to just do more damage at random intervals. And the nice thing about Tifa is that Tifa has a lot of multi-hitting, like moves like the Chi Trap is multi-hitting. Her triangle move is a multi-hit combo string. Star Shower, which is a multiple hits combo. You know, so she has a lot of moves that can benefit from being able to crit, because if it crits, it'll crit quite a few times. Like, not every hit, because there's still that random aspect of it, but it's a legitimate option. It's a legitimate option. Oh my god, for some reason all of a sudden I'm sleepy. No! I need to do this. Play the game. Play the game! Why do I feel sleepy? I mean, that would explain why I was yawning so much earlier on. My eyes do feel like they're closing a bit. Like, they're a bit droopy. The reason why I haven't streamed over the past couple days is because my workplace reopened. So I have to start working again. I say that because I work on my former college campus, and so the job is very seasonal. So spring break was the other day, so the entire campus are closed down. So that allowed me to stream for like a good solid week. Like I was able to stream a lot for a week. But now, today they reopened, which meant that I have to go to work. Well, not today, this week. I can't speak. This week they reopened, and today was one of my shifts, and I don't have the best sleeping pattern when I work, because I always have morning shifts, but I do tend to sleep late. I'm not afraid to admit that I have a poor sleeping pattern. I really do have horrible sleeping habits as well. So yeah, that more than likely is the reason why. Oh boy, a part of me does want to end the stream and probably take a nap. And I could I could stream later tonight after I take a nap. You know what, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stream again later tonight. So I'm gonna leave this stream off here because my eyes are actually physically closing whilst I speak and whilst I press buttons. That is not good. So I'll pick up this stream. Well, not really pick up this stream. I'll continue this stream when I wake up. Or just do a new stream. Ugh, I can't speak. I can't focus. Oh, this sucks. This sucks. I was really looking forward to playing some more after these past few days, but gotta get some sleep. Alright. So, we went through the trophy lineup. We have a good idea of what trophies we have left to acquire. We'll be able to get all of them. Once again, I'll be doing a hard mode playthrough, so we will get to that eventually. Game is coming close to an end. That being said, Tifa, Aerith, Barret, Red, and Cloud. I am outie, so I could go take a nap and I don't die. Alright, so I will be back in a few hours. Well, technically, more than a few hours for you, because these are VODs, not really videos or stream. But I'll be back.